Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure. And this is my perspective. So, there's a viral video going around with Michael B. Jordan in this interview with a woman that he'd known from school. And we're going to get right into it, but I want you to check this out. I want you to really check out what's happening here, because this is a lot of folks here in this type of trouble. Anyway, here we go.
Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. Isn't this the sexiest man show off right here? Who's the sexiest man? Because now who's the sexiest man? Because I thought you said he might be the one right now.
This is the one. This is the one right here. Yeah.
So is it a tie?
No tie. We don't compete. Yeah, we don't compete.
Two number one. Batman and Batman. Or should I? Oh, no, can't say that. Superman and Superman. Sorry.
Luck with that.
Well, you're not corny anymore. Got Michael B. Jordan.
Okay. So let me stop sharing this. She embarrassed herself. This time, this was a black woman doing it again publicly, embarrassing herself in front of two high-value black men. You're just not on their level, ma'am. You're just not on their level, beloved. She was the little light-skinned girl in school that everybody liked, that thought she was real pretty. She was that girl. Might have been grammar school, 7th, 8th grade. Sound like grammar school she was referring to. And she was the cool girl. She was the pretty girl. She was a little light-skinned girl, little light-skinned Keisha, okay? And all the boys liked her because she was light-skinned. So she thought she was really the it. Michael was just a regular boy in school. Word got out that he liked her or whatever. Or maybe he told her that he liked her or whatever. You know how it is in school. And she played him. See, he remembered that for a reason. It wasn't just a one-off, one time she called him corny. No. That was a running thing in the school. She made folks laugh at him by calling him that. She put him on Front Street about liking her and her not liking him because he was corny. I don't like you. I don't like you. That type of foolishness. Just putting him on blast, putting him on Front Street, laughing, having other folks laughing at the fact that he liked her, or it came out somehow, or he told her he liked her as friends. So you know how you tell your friend and your friend tell her, well, go, or he Michael like you, that kind of thing. And it hurt him, hurt his feelings, because he really did like her at some point in school. But because she was so nasty about it, that's what made him remember it to this day, that she was the one that called him corny. Now, that couldn't have lasted too long because Michael was a young boy when he played in The Wire. So I don't know when this was, but it couldn't have been too far removed from him playing in The Wire when he got that acting gig. Wonder how she felt then when he started starring in The Wire. A lot of stars came out of that show. She probably brags to her friends that she know Michael or that she knew him back in school. But the part that she doesn't tell is how she fronted him off. Probably tried to circle back around at some point, and he, no, I don't think so. I used to like you, but you were so nasty to me when I told you that I liked you, that I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Then she tried to lie. I misquoted for sure. No, he didn't misquote you. He knows exactly who you are. And he knows he doesn't like you because you're nasty. You're mean. You're a mean girl. You're a mean girl. And you were mean to him. At a time when he probably didn't deserve that, didn't know, boys be kind of young sometimes, young-minded, they don't be knowing the game. They don't be knowing how some girls are going to treat them. Tried to lie your way out of it. He wasn't buying it. He doesn't like her. The way he was looking at her was like, I have not liked you since that incident in school. I don't like you at all. Then the other man shows up. She said, who's the sexiest? He said, what kind of question is that? Because now she doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know how to conduct herself. She doesn't know how to act now. She doesn't know. She's embarrassed. She's humiliated herself, actually. He didn't actually humiliate her because all he did was say, oh, the corny kid. That's all he said. That was enough to shut her all the way down. Now she doesn't know how to respond professionally. She should have kept it professional and just had a professional interview. But you could tell she don't know how to do that. She said, who's the sexiest one? He was like, what kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? And she was like, I thought you said you was the sexiest one. He was like, man, that's my brother. We're not competing. In other words, chicken head, pipe down. Knock it off. Don't nobody like you. We not about to even smash you. We not about to do nothing with you. Nothing. Nothing. Okay? Nothing. We not doing nothing with you. You're not even good enough to be a groupie that we would smash. Michael's certainly not smashing, give you the privilege of getting none of him now. Now that he's been deemed the sexiest man one of them years, this year, last year, whatever. Now you want a piece. You seen him on the screen. Now you want a piece. This is the type of thing that Black women always do to themselves. That young boy, that boy, or that young man that approaches you, and he approaches you in a way where he's going to give you everything you want out of the relationship. He gonna love you with everything he got. He gonna do that. Women know when we meet up with that guy. And the hyenas take advantage. The hyenas call him corny. The hyena calls him ugly. The hyena calls him lame. The hyena calls him all of these derogatory names, or she thinks he's a mark. And so therefore she will try to she'll get him around her and take advantage of him and hurt him and break his heart. She never had no intention of truly being with this man in any honest way. So she'll get him and she'll break his heart. And what that will do to him is every woman after her got to pay for that. Every woman after her got to pay for that. He ain't never going to love like that no more because he just can't. He just can't bring himself to do it. He could have been 12 years old when it happened. He'll be 42, unable to love like that no more because at 12, he loved openly and got his heart broke. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that's not every man, but that's a lot of men. That's actually a lot of men. And Black women, these hyenas, always do that. And then they embarrass themselves trying to circle back into these men's atmosphere. And you can't do it anymore. Because now they understand. See, at one point they were working in a naivete. Now they're not. The baddest women have been around this man and throwing it at him. He's not entangled with you. He's not enthralled by you. You're low quality. You're a low value woman. And we know you're a low value woman because, first of all, the way that you even sound, like you eat Newports for breakfast. Who hired her? Where is she even the interviewer from? What network is she even from that gave her the right to stand on the red carpet to interview people? What network? If anybody know what network she from, put it in the chat room in the comment section. These type of men are corny to you until they're not. Until they make something of themselves, because you never stopped to look at who he was. Even if you didn't like him in school, even if you were 13 and he was 13 or whatever the age y'all were. And I'm not saying a 13-year-old girl should have the foresight to understand it. But at the same time, you don't have to be dirty and you don't have to be nasty and you don't have to put him on Front Street, have everybody laughing at him in school. You don't have to do that either. You have to be a mean girl about it. But you were. So many of you were little mean girls. Because at the time, you were hot to trot in high school. But what did you make of yourself, ma'am? Which of the 10 life values do you excel in? You on his jock. Now you're on his jock. Now you're waiting to get a time to talk to him. The look that he gave her, it was the look for me at the end, like, girl, get away from me. Get away from me. You disgust me. The other man was like having secondhand embarrassment. Anybody else have secondhand embarrassment from her? The other man, I don't know who he was. I don't know his name. I don't keep up with celebrities like that. He's probably well known. But he came up, he was like, he was taken aback by the low value. He was taken aback by the back feet. Who you talking to? What kind of questions is these? He want to know what kind of questions is these. She trying to recover and don't understand how to do it. Just talk normally. Just talk normally to them. But she don't know how to do that. When you're low value, you become intimidated by higher value people is what happens. You become intimidated, scared. You don't know what to say, don't know what to do because you perceive these people to be better than you. And on a level, you know that they kind of are. And not because they have money, but because they're probably people with better attitudes and better character than you have. So you know that they don't slide in the same circles that you do. They don't hang around the same people and they don't do the same dirt you do. You know that they don't. She would have been itching to be with either one of them men and neither one of them would have her. And some of y'all would think, oh, well, they would smash. A lot of times, higher value men, they would not smash everything. That's actually a low value man quality and trait. Smash anything. That's actually not. Higher value men have more respect for themselves and they don't smash everything. Even the one they smash have a certain quality about her. You understand? She's embarrassment. Black women should learn something from this. What should you learn from this? First of all, stop being so dismissive and nasty towards people because you don't know who people are and you don't know who they're going to be and you don't know where you're going to be. So you need to have proper respect, just general respect for people, just off GP. Just have normal respect and good character with people, because you don't know who you're going to meet going up and coming back down. There's only 6 degrees of separation in this world. Everybody's linked to somebody. Black women ought to understand that your attitude and the things that you do way back then have consequences way in the future. There is a such thing as consequence. Now she's embarrassed. She's back embarrassed over something that happened probably what, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. Embarrassed before the world because you had bad character when you were younger. But you wasn't too young to not know that you shouldn't have had bad character. Mean girls know they mean. And they be mean girls in grammar school, and they be mean girls in high school. She probably carried that mean girl spirit all the way to now. But that only have sway in school. Once you an adult out into the world, that mean girl stuff, that doesn't work. No, nobody has time for that. Nobody of any value or worth. Nobody has time for that but other people who are on that same stupid type of time you on. Just like we got Natalie Nunn fighting Tommy in a, y'all are ridiculous. Y'all got to be in your late, Tommy in her 40s. If I'm not mistaken, Tommy and Natalie is what? In their 40s? Let me look that up. Natalie 36. Natalie is 36. How old is Tommy Lee? Tommy Lee, she 36 too. I thought she was 40. Close enough. You in your mid-30s acting stupid. You're still on camera acting foolish. Y'all got a little fight going. Tommy Lee, everywhere she goes, she drunk and high. Natalie still thinks she on the Bad Girls Club. This one's stuck in high school, or grammar school, or middle school, or whatever kind of school they was in when she was fronting on Michael B. Jordan. Now she want a piece. Because you have bad character. Because you don't know how to talk to people and you don't know how to treat anybody. So you don't know how to network. This is why y'all stay broke, because the currency of who you are is bad. You don't have currency. You're like a stagnant pool, a lake with just scum all over you. You don't have currency. There's no current here. Y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. But you don't have that. You don't have that. Bad character leads to an inability to make good connections and good associations with people. This is linked to your appearance value, your reputation, all of these different things. You have a reputation of being nasty and snotty and snide and snarky and and all this other kind of stuff. People don't want to deal with you because you have an attitude problem. So this is why you can't get in the circles where there's abundance, where there's money, where there's good, where there's more. You can't get into them type of energies because you don't harbor that energy on your own. Nobody wants to trade currency with you because you got bad energy. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me go ahead and cut this off. I want to draw everybody's attention to the fact that you could go into the description box and hit the link for crimsoncure.com and get your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine Lives of Feminism and the Road to Recovery on sale now. Also on sale on Amazon, and that link is in the description as well. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.